All right, so here's my conclusion about life. Try to be prepared for the evil days when they come. Now, you're not always prepared. You could lose a job, you could have a health issue or whatever. But if you do have anything that happens, make sure you take note of it. Even if you don't write it down, take a mental note, because it will cycle back. And once you solve that problem, it cycles back. But once you solve that problem, it's going to try to come back. So I had some dry eye issues, so I started doing some research. And a lot of it was my own fault. I realized it was my own fault, really, to be honest with you. Because sometimes I would wash my hands with Dawn soap and then splash it in my eye, and it would dry my eye out. And then also, the environment I worked in, working outside in the dust and all that, and just a multitude of things, you know. I experiment with that diatomaceous earth, and diatomaceous earth will dry everything out, your skin, your eyes, everything. Anyway, so I cut back sugar because I got to the point where I couldn't see up close like that. And I went to the doctor, and they said, oh, once that happened, it's over. And I don't believe that. I believe God has built a human body that you can renew, right? In other words, when it was this close, I couldn't read it. And I said, I don't think so. So I started doing the research. And so I cut back sugar, started eating omega-3, I started fasting, 16-hour days, and I started eating some zinc, D3, extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, spinach, turkey, steak, cheese. I used to not eat cheese. Now I eat cheese all the time. I love cheese. Eggs, boiled eggs. I had a good experience with boiled eggs, to be honest with you. Every time I ate a boiled egg, I could just feel a difference. I could list a whole bunch of stuff, but the biggest thing is I found this chemical, carboxymethylcellulose. Carboxymethylcellulose. I want to say this 3 times because you need to write this down and you need to memorize this. I don't care who it is, because this chemical, not only does it cure dry eye, because what you do is for 7 days you create a pattern, right? If your eyes are used to being dry, what do? You got to train them back to being moist, right? So I went, and it says to do it twice a day. At first, I started doing it in the morning and in the evening. But what happens is with this chemical, not only does it help you with dry eyes, it actually restores any scratches. Let me say that again. Carboxymethylcellulose. CARBOXYMETHYL cellulose. CULLULOSE. Carboxymethylcellulose. Now, I think they put it in some food. This does something it's healthy for the body too, I think. Or it does something. Oh, it holds, I know it. I don't know if it's healthy for the body or not, but it holds water into the food. So when you put this drop in your eye, I did one in the morning and one in the afternoon. After about 21 days, my dry eye is gone. And I don't necessarily accredit that chemical to being able to see. Now I can read up closer than I've ever been able to read, to be honest with you. And so I went to that eye doctor, and they said, oh, I'm sorry, but once that happens, It's the end of the world. You'll never be able to read up close anymore. You're going to have to go get glasses to read up close. I said, whatever. Kiss my foot, so-called eye doctor. So I'd started doing my research. Part of the problem is blue light. If you're looking at the screen too long, another part of the problem, so I was looking at the blue screen, I changed the screen on my phone to red. Part of the problem is blue screen on your computer or your phone. Another part of the problem is not sleeping enough and having dry air. You need a humidifier. If your air's like 40% humidity, you need a humidifier. This is not medical advice. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I did. Now, I haven't done the humidifier, but I paid attention to in the winter time is when I was having this problem. So I pretty much realized next winter I've got to get a humidifier. So it might not have anything to do with the carboxymethylcellulose, but I think it does. I really do, because I've tried all kinds of eye drops my whole life. And this is the only one that doesn't cause pain. I mean, if you put too much in there, yeah, it's going to cause a problem. But one drop doesn't cause pain. It soothes your eye. You know, some of that, they also have some eye drops where they try to put the mineral oil in there and all that. And it's just a greasy feeling. This feels like regular tears. It doesn't feel like some mineral oil junk that they put in your eye. This feels like normal, natural stuff. It actually, what happens is it attaches to the surface and pulls in water, and I guess any scratches, because it attaches to the surface, is helping to heal those scratches. You know, the body wants to heal itself, so it's probably it's attaching to the surface, and like it's taking that split and putting it together. You know, just like your skin, probably. That's probably how it works. I can't say for sure. Now, in other words, what I'm saying is, I don't take a leave unless it's absolutely necessary nowadays. I can see that writing right there. I can read that, and I can read it up close. I was having a hard time this winter. I'm just passing it on, people. Passing it on because isn't that why we're here? The Bible says, love your neighbors yourself. Love the saints. I know what's happening, saints. I know you're under attack. They're attacking your body, your soul, your spirit. And most of the medical doctors, even though this carboxymethylcellulose, there's papers on it, they know about it, but they're not going to prescribe it to you. And you don't even need a prescription. You can go to Walgreens and get it. But they're not going to give you what heals you. They're going to give you what hurts you. Do you understand? Because they don't care. They want to make money on that. If they write a prescription, they make money. If you can go get it over the counter, do they make any money? No. You're in a war. You need to educate yourself. You need to beat these demons. Don't hate them, because they're just doing what their daddy tells them to do. Their daddy, the devil, tells them to do it, you know. I'm gonna go get some mulch. Their daddy, the devil, is the problem. They don't even know. They're deceived. They don't even know. Some of them do. But I'm just saying, they don't even know the thing they do to others, they're actually heaping it back on themselves. The evil they do to somebody else, you reap what you sow, right? The evil they put out comes back. They don't even know what they're doing. That's sad.